Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. I want to give you guys enough time to get your bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the Drive-Thru Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time as we deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on for tonight. All right, we got James Clark with us. It's Ninos. Chris Ruffolo service co-host. Sean Murphy there in the center. Mitch, it's Wednesdays with Mitch here on the Drive-Thru. McMordie, and of course we got Shane Mickle with us tonight. All right, this is how they're going to line up tonight. Ninos, Clark, McMordie, Murphy, Mickle, Ruffolo, Mitch, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, ready for another show?
Absolutely, Tony. My favorite day of the week, hump day. Trying to get some winners heading towards the weekend. Absolutely, I love it.
All right, very good. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the show started. We're going over to Skype here and welcome Al Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Premium, he's doing great work in the NHL. Al, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
Great. All right, we're going to the NBA tonight with you. Pacers here to host the Knicks. Indiana here laying 5, total 208.
Yeah, Indiana's laying 5 here at home. We looked at the Knicks yesterday, and they came through pretty well. They made it look easy last night against the Spurs. Well, they had the rest advantage there, and that's something they'll be giving up tonight, as well as the they're still on the road. So Indiana here coming in with the rest and home court advantage, I think, is a good spot for them to get a much needed win. You know, they haven't been playing their best basketball this season, definitely not up to their potential, and I think they need to take advantage of the spot for another comfortable win like New York had last night. Except I think the Knicks are in a tough spot tonight, same way the Spurs were.
All right, Al, here's on the Pacers laying 5 here against the New York Knicks. All right, Al, it's hard to argue with this, although I'm a little nervous here with the line moving up to 5 because I think it was overnight. It was 4 around 3.5 area. One thing with the Knicks, they haven't been able to string together back-to-back wins since November 30th. You know why? Because I've been memorizing this because they haven't been able to memorize that date because they still haven't been able to win 2 games in a row. And one thing with the Pacers, their core is healthy. Of course, Noel hits the injury report. It looks like he's leaning toward playing tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be good to go tonight. But again, that doesn't worry me much. Miles Turner is the much more talented center, and across the lineup, I think at every position, the Pacers are the more talented bunch. I mean, the Knicks, they play hard every night, you know, but they have some talented players as well. But I just think the Pacers are that much better and in a good spot here that they need to take advantage of.
Yeah, New York, during that 3-game losing streak, they're really struggling guarding the perimeter. And, in that 3-game losing streak, giving 122 points per 100 possessions. I know some of the advanced numbers showed the Knicks really get up too many open threes the past season and a half. We'll see how that works out tonight. As Al likes, the Pacers laying 5 here against the Knicks. This one will have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This one will be on NBA League Pass channel. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. We'll have a big card from NBA. 13 games in the NBA. We've got some nice action here from college basketball as well. And NHL, what do you have going on over the site where we see you're sitting at 938 units of profit, NHL documented?
Yeah, real quick before we get into that, you mentioned the three-point shooting the Knicks allow. The Pacers can shoot threes at every position, so, you know, they can spread the floor and definitely take advantage of that too. But it was a small card in the NHL today, so just one play there. I got a 3-pack with my best bet from each sport, the NBA, NHL, and college basketball, and an extra NBA play there for everyone on the long-term passes. So definitely hop on one of those or pair me up for with your favorite capper for the 2-for-1 capper deals, and you'll get all my plays there.
That's right, guys. You got to go with Ninos over at Pick Dogs. He's showing good profit here in NHL, 938 units of profit. That is all documented. Past 7 days showing profit, 739 units of profit, fully documented. So if you go to Pick Dogs Premium, you check out El Ninos' profile page there. You'll be able to see every play that he's released there. It's fully transparent because the picks are graded immediately. And tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium, well, El Ninos has his plays for you available for you right now on the site. I'm looking here right now at a 3-pack. He calls it his CBB NHL NBA Wednesday winners. He gives you his best bet across these 3 sports in action here: NBA, NHL, and college basketball. Affordable pricing here, $30. So get on board with El Ninos with that 1 day of sports pick 3-pack here from El Ninos. And of course, you can always take those winners, go long term with El. That 1 month all sports pass right now is a great value. You'll get every play from El for the next 30 days. That covers you pretty much for the bowl season with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. By the way, if you add a second capper with that 1 month all sports pass, even greater value there with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. Stand by. We'll talk to you soon.
Always standing by, and yeah, thanks again for having me, Tony. See you next time.
Next time, Ninos here on the drive to. All right, let's continue on. Chris Reed joins her, and let's go ahead and welcome to the show James Clark. You'll find James over at Pick Dogs Premium. He did a fine work last year in the NBA, finishing number 2. So let's go ahead and bring him in. But he's got a game tonight from college basketball, a team that's near and dear to him. So let's bring him in right now. James, what's going on?
Not much, guys. How are y'all tonight?
It's going great. It's going great. All right, James, here we go. You're at neck of the woods here, West Virginia, here to host UCONN over on ESPN2 with West Virginia laying 2.5, total 140.
Yeah, guys, you look at this game, I'm a diehard Mountaineer, and I always say it, that I always be and I believe in them. But here, them getting 2.5 points against a good UConn team, it's been battle tested against Michigan State, Auburn the last couple games, and we're favored. The only reason we're favored is because, they're coming to W, That's the biggest reason they're favored. And I really like UConn in this spot here. You're getting plus money with the better team. I think UConn team, and we're getting it's plus 110, plus 115, and I just, as much as I love W and hate to go against them, they're in a bad spot here, and I look for UConn to beat West Virginia here. And like I said, we're favored, but I really don't know why we're favored, just because we're at home. But I think UConn's the better team, and I look for them to get the win tonight, guys.
All right, James says that he's going to look here at UConn here to get the numbers here. One thing to note here, when you look at UConn, this is this first true road game. They played 3 games on neutral sites there, Chris, shooting 39%.
Yeah, and I think that the road environment might be a bit of a difference here, but I was telling James and I were talking about this before we went on the air. I think that I'm looking at the under here because you look at the step-up spots that UConn's had, most notably against Michigan State. Those step-up spots are when the scoring comes down for UConn, and we all know the defense that West Virginia has been known to play. So I think this is, just going to be a tough game on the road. I think it's going to be a tight game, but I think it's one that comes in under the number. All
right, looking under the number. Go ahead, James.
This is an old Big East matchup, guys. So I know WV's going to be pumped up, but I know UConn is too. So it's going to be a really good game. But I think, like I said, the better team comes out, and I think it's UConn.
Jim will be rocking tonight. UConn, says James Clark, money line plus 115 against West Virginia. This one will have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time. This one airs on ESPN2. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where James completed a great regular season in college football. 1,156 units of profit. That is all documented, doing well in the NBA as well. Big card tonight, James, from the NBA. 13 games, NBA, a lot of college hoops on the board as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I got my Wednesday 7-pack money stack, guys. 4 NBA and 3 college basketball that I really love, guys. You can get those, or I have just my 4 NBA if you want to do that. Plus money in NBA. Finished number 2 last year, doing decent this year. And if you want to get those 4, you can. Or, like I say every time I'm on the show, guys, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do by far. So if team me up with one of those guys on the site or on the show, either one, and put some money in your pockets, guys.
That's right, guys. Get on board with James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can see the numbers here in college football. 1,156 units of profit, fully documented, so you can visit James's profile page, and they'll all add up in winnings here. He's also showing profit this year with 311 units in the NBA. Right now over at Pick Dogs Premium, as James said, he's got his big 7-pack, his money stack going on right now. His 4 best NBA, 3 best college basketball picks for you right now on the board. If you're just an NBA bettor, well, he also has the packet separated in a 4-pack NBA. So you choose, if you want the college hoops in there, get the 7-pack right now. $50 from James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. His best place tonight, NBA and college basketball. So get on board with those. And of course, you can also go long-term with James with that. Right now, great time to get that month pass, that 30-day all sports pass. Every play from James for the next 30 days. Get those college football bowls. Pretty much covers all of bowl season. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
All righty, Tony. I appreciate you having me on the show. Good luck to everybody tonight. Let's cash some tickets, and I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. All
right, James Clark here on the drive. Let's continue on with Chris. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. And the morning show gets going on during the week at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch, Ratsawaki, Brian Butler, and Joe Madden. We'll be debuting here a hockey show. There'll be news coming out about that. 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Joe Madden will host that, as well as some of our drive-through cappers as well on that show. And of course, we're here Monday through Friday with a drive-through at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, if you're looking for some great value, that morning crew has a really good value right now going on with the YouTube members VIP premium picks over YouTube. Follow the link below and get signed up. And always, guys, we always ask for help. Help us build up our audience with those likes, those thumbs up, Chris. It really helps us out.
Absolutely, Tony, it does. It's because without the Pick Dogs family giving us that support, there is no Pick Dogs. Like I always say, we'd just be sitting out here talking to ourselves about games. So definitely with your guys' love and support, we're only going to get bigger and better from here. So keep those likes and those thumbs up coming in because we appreciate all the love and support.
They do, guys. Keep those thumbs up coming in. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome to the show Big Al McMordie. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's doing fantastic work for the year 2021. You can see all his numbers there on the site. So let's bring Al in right now. Al, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I wish the games were going better for me this week, but I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. We're doing great. You know how it is. Up, down, up, down. We just stay above water, right?
That's right.
That's it. All right, here we go. Tonight, 8 Eastern Time. 6 a.m. Corpus Christi here hosting, Christi hosting a UT Real Grand Valley here. It's a tough one to we'll say the home team's favorite here, Al.
Just call it Corpus Christi.
That's right.
Yeah, guys, I think this is an interesting matchup. I'm a situational and technical handicapper, and this is an interesting situation because the Vaqueros played the Islanders a week ago, and so they're playing back-to-back games. The first game, they played them at home, and the Vaqueros were favored by 4 points in the game. They lost by 6, 83-77. And their downfall in that game last Wednesday was that they committed too many turnovers. They had 21 turnovers, and they also committed too many fouls. They had 30 fouls. They sent the Islanders to the line 37 times. So Coach Matt Figger of Rio Grande Valley has been on his team. He was really upset at the way they played last week. He said it was a product of lazy basketball and that they didn't play hard enough. So I really expect Rio Grande Valley to come out and play a much better game tonight. And when you take a look at how teams do when they play back-to-back games against the same opponent, and if they played the first game at home and they failed to cover the spread by 10 or more points, which Rio Grande Valley did, those teams have gone 82-63 ATS in the next game. So I do expect Rio Grande to have a much better showing tonight. This game is on the road. They're getting 2.5 to 3.5 points, depending on where you shop. And I would take the points with the Vaqueros.
All right, Big Al McMordie here is going to take the points here with Rio Grande Valley plus 2.5 here against Corpus Christi. All right, Chris, what say you in this one?
You had me at crispy, and then all of a sudden I kind of got sidetracked. So I was trying to
fry them up.
But I think this is going to be a very, very tough matchup. I think pace dictates the matchup tonight, though. I was looking at the over in this one. Both teams are battle tested, and I just think that this is the line kind of represents where this one is. This is a coin flip for me, so I'm going to look at the over in this one.
All right, Chris looks over. Big Al and Rio Grande Valley here plus 2.5 against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. This one will have a start time of 8 p.m. each time. It is televised on ESPN+. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where we put up good numbers here for 2021. Over 3,000 units of profit. Big card from the NBA tonight. 13 games. Of course, a good card from college hoops and NHL. What do you have going on over the site?
I've got 8 college basketball games. I've got 1 game in the NBA, so 9 games in total. And folks can go to Pick Dogs to get all the winners and team me up with one of the other champion handicappers here at pickdogs.com under the 2-for-1 handicapper special. And of course, the best value of all is to join for the long term for 7 days or for 30 days to get all of our selections.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs Premium. Showing profit for 2021, 3,058 units of profit. That is all documented. By the way, he's showing profit in NFL this year, college football, NHL, NBA, college basketball. Good time to get on board with Big Al McMordie. He's got his 9 picks available for sale on the site tonight. Or the best bet, as Al was talking about, was those long-term passes. That 30-day all-sports pass will get you pretty much all the bowl games from Big Al. That'll take you all the way to January 7th. Covers a lot of NFL, covers your NBA, NHL, college basketball, of course, all those bowl games. So get on board with Big Al right now with that 30-day all-sports pass. If you had a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Al, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Chris. I'll talk to you on Thursday.
All right, Big Guy McMordie here on the drive through. Let's continue our coverage here with Chris. And now we'll go ahead and talk some, we'll stick to college hoops. We're going to bring in Sean Murphy. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. And let's bring in Sean right now. We'll be looking at college hoops for tonight. Sean, how's it going?
Good, guys. How you doing tonight?
Doing great. This one a little easier for me here. It's 9 Eastern time. Southern Utah here to face Utah Valley here with Southern Utah laying 7, total 142.5.
Yeah, so this is kind of another under-the-radar game, probably one of the better games on the board tonight that probably no one is actually going to watch, but we'll try to make some money on it here nonetheless. We get Utah Valley coming off a big upset win over BYU, top 25 ranked BYU last week. That was Utah Valley's last game. That was their 7th win in a row after they opened the season with a 20-point loss to Boise State. And really impressive about that win was the fact that they won it despite shooting just 31% from the field. So it was all about their defense. And I think this is another game where we see their defense come to play. They're only allowing 6 made threes per game on 27% shooting from beyond the arc here this season, and they're only sending opponents to the free throw line 14 times. So I think it's a bit of a stretch here for Southern Utah to be laying this many points in this spot. You look back at the last 2 meetings in this series. Last year, Southern Utah won by 10 points on the road. The last time they played here on this floor, we saw Utah Valley take it right down to the wire in a 1-point loss. So it's a double revenge spot here for Utah Valley coming into this game. These are 2 teams that we could end up seeing again in March. I just think we're in for a fairly competitive game here. So I'll grab the points with Utah Valley on the road. Right now, I think we can get it around. It was 6.5 earlier. I think we're up to +7 at some books now. So good value here with Utah Valley.
Yeah, good value there. Utah Valley +7 against Southern Utah. All right, Chris, looking at Utah Valley. They've shot the ball well on their neutral court games, as well as on the road. At the beach, 51%. Against Pepperdine, 51%. These games were played away from home here. And, of course, they went to Boise and shot 46%. So they do shoot the ball pretty well.
They do, and I have to be completely honest here. When I saw this game come up in our team this morning, I had a bit of a big smile on my face because Utah Valley State, Canadian content, Fardas Almack. This is the best rebounder in the country. If you haven't heard of him before, tune into this game tonight. Watch. This guy's averaging 21 and 15 at 22 boards against BYU. This is going to be something to watch tonight. I do like the value of the points with Utah Valley State. They're battle tested. They've won 4 games in overtime. I think they can keep this one close against Southern Utah.
Give it here on Utah Valley here, +7 against Southern Utah. This one will have a start time of 9 p.m. Eastern time. This one is televised over on ESPN+. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. Sean Murphy showing prop in college football for this season. A good NBA card tonight, Sean, as well as college hoops and hockey. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, so I've got 5 plays on the go tonight. We've got 2 from college basketball, 2 from NBA, and I also have my NHL Western Conference Game of the Month going. That goes in late night action tonight. So good time to get on board. 5 plays tonight. We'll continue to pick it up here heading into the weekend. So it's a great time to grab the 3 or 7 day pass, get in on all the NFL action this weekend and the big Army-Navy game on Saturday, of course.
That's right, guys. I get on board with Sean Murphy over at Pick Dogs Premium. Showing profit here from last night, coming off a good night. Of course, his plays are available for you tonight. He's got his picks on the board. A lot of individual plays for tonight. College hoops. We've got some NBA as well, NHL. But as Sean was mentioning here, that long-term pass is really good. That 7-day all sports pass will get you every play from Sean here for the next 7 days. That'll get you covered for all of Week 14 NFL. Of course, it all starts tomorrow with that Minnesota and Pittsburgh game. So it's time to get on board with that 7-day all sports pass. Army Navy is in there as well. A lot of hockey, a lot of college hoops, as well as NBA to get on board. So get on board with Sean Murphy. 7-day all sports pass. Add a second capper to that with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value. All right, Sean, as always, great having you show. Have a great evening. We'll talk with you here on the drive-thru next week. And I know you do contribute on the weekend shows.
Yeah, I'll be on this weekend. I may be on Saturday for college football. We'll see. Or college hoops, I suppose it may be this Saturday. But we'll talk on the weekend for sure.
Very good. Tune in to Sean Murphy's segments there on the weekends. 10 a.m. each time is the start time. All right, Sean, have a great night. We'll talk next week.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, Sean Murphy here on the drive. Let's continue on with our coverage. Chris, where are we at on our like goals?
Well, if we had one today, I'll throw one out there. Then we'll,
That's right. We
surprise!
Don't have surprise,
Yeah, no,
huh?
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You know what? Why not? Let's do it today. Let's do caught me on this one. Let's do 150 likes. You know what? I have
right.
2 NBA premiums today. I will throw out for you guys 150 likes. Tony caught me off guard, so I don't really.
I did not.
I wasn't prepared for this, but that's okay. 150 likes. I'll give you guys my 2 NBA premiums for tonight's action.
There you go. 150 likes, guys. Let's keep those likes. They're going to ask for them in the chat room anyway, so I figured I might as well ask you.
I can't believe you did that. We're going to have a word after the show.
I think so. All right, let's continue on the drive-through. Let's go ahead. Let's see who we got now. We're going to go ahead and bring in, I think we've got Shane Mickle ready to go. All right, Shane Mickle, welcome to the drive-through. Shane, how you doing?
How's it going tonight, guys?
It's going great. All right, we're going to hear the Big Ten basketball tonight as Minnesota Golden Gophers will be hosting Michigan State. The Michigan State here favored on the road 7, total 135.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the total on total. You know, the Gophers stats are a little, a little deceiving. Played, you know, I think they're 7-0 or 9-0, but this is a team that actually is. It's clear that this team can defend. But overall, they just don't. Their big games that they put up 80 or 90 or 80, 70 or 80 points is because. And I don't think it's going to happen in this game. Michigan State's this year, but the Gophers' biggest issue has been stretches of games where they struggle to score. They've got, a 4 or 5 minute stretch where they only put up 2 or 4 points at the total in this game. I expect the Gophers to try to really slow it down here. Back and forth, up and down match with a team as talented as Mitch. I expect a slow-paced game here, and the under is going to cash.
All right, Shane is going under here. Michigan State and Minnesota under 135. All right, Christi, look at Michigan State. Past 8 games, 6 unders, 1 over, and 1 push to total.
Yeah, I think that keeping this slower-paced game is going to be Minnesota's best chance of keeping this one within reach tonight. I could easily see a 64-60 kind of game, whichever way you slice it. So I'm with Shade here. Give me the under 135. I don't even think we get close to 130 in this one.
All right, Michigan State to go under total of 135. This one will have a start time of 9 p.m. Eastern time over on Big Ten Network. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. We're putting up really good numbers this year in the NFL. NFL gets started again tomorrow with that Steeler-Viking game. Of course, tonight we've got 13 games from the NBA, good college hoops cards, and NHL as well. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that Steelers. I should have came on with a bag over my head since I'm a Vikings fan after the way they performed against the Lions. Tonight we've got 5. We got a couple of different packages for you. It includes 2 NBA, 2 college basketball, 1 NHL. Or I just have up there. The 3-pack is $29.95 or $34.95. Or hop on something long term and get all my plays on tonight's card. Or Al or Little Al or any of those guys, and hop on something long term. You get the.
All right, so guys, get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here: 731 units of profit. He's also showing profit here the past 7 days over at Pick Dogs Premium, showing profit college football. And of course, he finished number 1 over at Pick Dogs in the NBA. So right now, Shane Mickle over at that Pick Dogs Premium. He has a 5-pack right now. We'll give you his 2 best college basketball winners and 2 from the NBA, 1 from the NHL. It is his 5-pack right now, which is a fantastic value. Shane's Wacky Wednesday 5-pack. Get on board with that. Of course, you can take those winnings, go long-term with Shane. If you'd like to go on board with his long-term passes, he's got a 7-day pass, a 1-month all-sports pass from Shane Mickle. You get every play that he'll release for that period of time. When you go to his profile page and you make that purchase, you know that we're talking about that 1-month all-sports pass right now. As we're getting right into bowl season, you'll pretty much get every bowl game from Shane Mickle that he releases over at Pick Dogs Premium when you get on board with that 1-month all pass. All right, Shane, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. See you guys tomorrow night.
All right, Shane Mickle here on the drive-through. Let's continue on here, join with Chris. And where are we at with our like goal, Chris, because I threw that at you last minute?
Yeah, you did, but the people are stepping up. We're at 102 likes. Still need 48. We still got, I believe, 3 cappers to go, including myself. So we still got a little bit of time, but guys, we're at the point where there's 225 people watching. If everybody that's watching right now just hit the like button right underneath the video, we'd already be well at that like goal. So definitely hit the like button, keep them coming in. We need about another 40 in this one.
All right, another 40. All right, here we go. Let's continue on here on the drive to announce. Chris, your turn up and center here. We're going to, with Colorado here hosting Eastern Washington, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Pac-12 Network. Colorado laying 17, the total 150.5.
Yeah, and this was a matchup that, if I was involved in it, I wouldn't want any part of it because this is going to be a track meet and it's going to be a lot faster paced than I would like it to be, especially for someone of my stature. But I'm looking at the over in this one. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because you look at Eastern Washington. This is a team that's been scoring points for fun lately. 92 points up against Omaha. They gave up 89 to a Southern Utah team we just mentioned with Sean Murphy. Still scored 76 in that game. 76 against Washington State. This is an Eastern Washington team that perennially in their program history, the last few years especially, has put up points in bunches. This season has been no different. Meanwhile, Colorado, they've been playing lower scoring games lately, but against the lesser teams on their schedule, like, your Maines of the world, your New Mexicos, they put up 90 against Maine, 87 against New Mexico. I'm not saying Eastern Washington is a lesser team. I'm just saying they're not your UCLAs and your Tennessees where Colorado was really held in check. I think this is going to be a track meet. I look for this game to finish well into the 150s, if not the 160s. I'm looking for the over to cash fairly easily tonight. Could have been a premium for me in this one.
All right, we've got Chris looking here on the over here with Eastern Washington and Colorado, and you look at Colorado at home. They're shooting the ball pretty well. I mean, hitting almost 48% from the field. The defense about almost over 44% allowed defensively, and of course you see the points scoring here by Eastern Washington, averaging about 81 points a game. Chris, on Eastern Washington, Colorado going over a total of 150.5. This one will have a start time of 8 p.m. Eastern Time over on Pac-12 Network. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. Well, big card from the NBA, 13 games. Good, nice card here from college basketball. A lot of mid-majors here at night going on the board here. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, that's why I said my favorite day of the week was Wednesday. It's because it's Whale Bet Wednesday. 5 of my favorite college hoops plays from tonight's card. $39.95. Whale Bet Wednesday has always been kind to us. It's always been a profitable day since we started at Pick Dogs Premium. Tonight is going to be no different. And like I said, long term, these are some of your best value. You're going to get a taste. If you can get to 150 likes, we're already at 140. 150 will get you the 2 NBA premiums I have for tonight. Give you a taste of what's waiting for you over with the premium package at Pick Dogs Premium. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, all the way up to a year. It's going to make the plays up to pennies per pick, and it's some of your best value, especially right now where all the sports are starting to bleed together. You're getting a little bit of everything. It's like I said, it's the best time to take advantage. Whether it's me or part of the 2-for-1 capper deal, so we've got the season passes up there, like the bowl package, college hoops, whatever you're looking for, chances are we have it for you over at Pick Dogs Premium. So go over and check it out.
That's for sure. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium right now with Chris's Whale Bet Wednesday 5-pack. He's going college hoops 5-pack. Of course, Chris finished number 2, documented over at Pick Dogs Premium college hoops last season. Get on board with his Wednesday college hoops 5-pack. His 5 best bets from today's card from college hoops. Very affordable pricing, $39.95 right now over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you can take those winnings and go long term with Chris. We're talking a lot about this month with this 1 month all sports pass, because that'll get you all the way through bowl season through January 7th when you get that 3rd-day all sports pass from Chris Ruffolo. All his plays, that would include his college football, pretty much every bowl game except the one game, the championship game. And of course, we've got for you as well his NFL, his college hoops, NBA, NHL. 1 month all sports pass right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Your best value right now. All right, let's continue on here on the drive to join with Chris. We're getting close, Chris. You get us to 150.
One more. That's
one
all we
more.
need is one more.
All we
We're
needed was 10.
149.
All we needed was 10 from you, Chris. That's all we needed.
Yeah. Yeah, we're 149. You know what? It's the holiday season. I just threw in the 150th, so there we go.
All right,
we're at
we got
150 likes. All right, so now we'll get you guys the 2 NBA premiums for the action during the recap.
All right, we will during the recap. Let's continue on. Let's welcome Mitch to the show. Mitch, part of the morning crew. Mitch, how's it going?
Super. How you guys doing?
Doing great. All right, we're going to go to a team that's near and dear to everyone's heart, of the Thunder. They're going to be on the road here as the Raptors are laying 7.5, total 206.
Yeah, the Raptors have now won 2 games in a row, something we haven't seen from them all season long. But, the Thunder continuing to do something we've seen from them all season long, and that's lose basketball games. They are coming off a win against Detroit, but they had lost 8 in a row prior to that. And one thing the Raptors also did last time out that was a little different from what they had done their 3 previous games was cover the spread. The Raptors or the Thunder became kind of like one of those public dog teams. We rode the Thunder early, and Chris knows when he used to be on the morning show. Thunder buddies for life. We have a whole bit that goes with the Thunder. We love the Thunder because they're they are a small market team which generally means value in the NBA. They don't need to win games; they just need to keep it close because they're always getting good lines. And that's the way they've been this season. But the public jumped on board on the Thunder, and what happened? Well, it all usually comes crashing down with something like a 152-79 loss at Memphis, and that's enough to shake the public out on something like that. And I think it's safe to get back on board here with the Thunder buddies. The Toronto, has been terrible at home. They've covered their last 2 at home. Congratulations. I'm still not convinced. All the trends, the longer-term trends that go further out, show that the Thunder as well. 5-1 against the number on 1 day's rest. 5-1 against the number against following cover. Raptors 0-4 at home against a team with the losing road record. 0-4 against a team with the losing record. 1-10 against the number following a win by 10 or more points. And the Thunder 5-1 against the number in the last 6 trips to Toronto. I got to take the points with the Thunder. I can't help myself. I just like singing the song.
Yeah, Mitch is going here with the Thunder. Hard to argue that, Chris. Something we very rarely say here. Actually, there's a team that has a clean injury report, and that's OKC. No one on the injury report. And of course, out for Toronto is OG. Of course, Dragic out. Of course, a key reserve here in Birch out, who's a good rebounder.
Yeah, and that's why I like the Thunder as well. I mean, tell you the truth, and I'll ask you guys this. I don't know what happened with the Raptors with the home form. I know we always talked about the Raptors having a vaunted home floor, and you would think that maybe, having that year in Tampa that they may be, excited to get back on their home floor. But what was it, 3-9 against the number at home this season? I just don't know where the Raptors and their form at home has gone. I know the team's taken a bit of a step back since Kawhi left, but that's still been over a year. So I just don't know where to go with this Toronto team.
Well, they've been hit, of course, with loss, player loss. They've lost in free agency, and also the injuries. They were playing shorthanded to start the year.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I was going to say the player loss definitely big, but still, I thought that maybe some form of the home environment would have maybe carried over here. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive for thinking
it is a really good home court advantage they have over there. But we thought, remember early in the season, I think we were on them in their first home game. We thought we'd see that spark from them, but we haven't seen it. And it goes back to saying is that they don't play defense very well, and it's kind of a back and forth thing. They can't get the offense and the defense playing together.
It's a tough call, with the Raptors as to what's going on. The talent is on the roster. It's there. It's it's a different team than we saw last year. I like what they're doing in the front court. I like Barnes. I mean, it's not like to like there, but at the same time, they've had injuries and they've had all that sort of stuff, and it was seen as a rebuilding year for them. So they're going to take it on the chin. But I think it's just weird that they're so bad at home when they didn't play at home for so long.
Yeah, I mean, they had that really good home push from that home crowd. All right, Mitch, I know we've seen a lot of new shows here over on the channel. Of course, we got the soccer show, and I know, Joe, we're going to have an NHL show coming up.
Yep, we've got an NHL show coming up. We also have a prop bets show coming up. Going to integrate our prop tools in with human prop picks and with a prop betting partner that we have coming on board as well. Really excited about it. Of course, I think I've said this on the show before, and is that I've spent the last year and a half just trying to rebuild everything from the rubble, and I've gone 110%, doing a lot of it myself, proving concepts out by myself, and now it's time to take the next year to use everything that we've learned and everything we've grown over this past year, including our YouTube channel and our live shows and all the different talent that we've developed on these live shows, all of these people. I mean, how many people have come on our live shows that have never been on live before or even been on video before? I mean, how many people? And we're going to continue to use those people now to grow even more people. And we're going to have, basically a mini little network here, and see where that goes, see where we can take it. And I'm excited about that. So it's just the next phase is just a natural fit for us to have a hockey show. It's not the most popular sport, by any stretch of the imagination, but we have at least 3 Canadians that want to talk about it. So why not? And and then we can see what we have time for and how it goes from there. But it's always a work in progress, and I'm really excited about what the future brings. I think you guys saw, I sent out that email last week for the betting tools, a 14 parlay. It hit. I sent it out on Sunday, and the one I sent out yesterday didn't hit, but that one was 78 to 7. That one was 78 to 1, but the parlay I sent out on Sunday was 26 to 1, and it hit. 14 parlay. So our betting tools and everything that we're doing, I believe we're doing it right, and I think that by doing it for free, it's just part of who we are, and I'm excited about it. It's like I've always been the free pick guy. I was doing free picks when nobody else was doing free picks. I was criticized, threatened, you name it. Tony will tell you, when we started in this business, it was boiler rooms.
Yeah, they didn't like it. They didn't like free picks.
They did not like the free picks.
They took away their money.
Yep, and they were like, how are you going to make any money? Free picks. How are you giving away all those free picks? You're not going to make any money. I'll make enough. Figure it out. It was just, they did not like it. And they're not going to like what we do next because, once again, a lot of our competitors, these big European-owned sites, which is most of the sites in our industry now, are owned by, it's like the people that you see in the videos and stuff. They may have owned or had ownership interest in their sites at one point, but they don't anymore. They're just bought and paid for, just standing in front of the camera because you're used to seeing them. So whoever bought them, it's part of their contract for the next year or two that they have to sit there and do that, act like they own the place, even though they own nothing. But I still own 100% of everything here at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place, and we do as a community. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, very, very good. And of course, you're still for your thoughts here on the contest going on over on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh man, it's like the grading is just an absolute nightmare. But we should have a leaderboard by at least this weekend or the end of the weekend. A leaderboard as to who's leading in each of the contests and where they stand. There's some confusion there, as to it's still on the entering of the picks and all that other stuff, and it's just amazing to me because we listed the rules and it's all very, very basic. So I don't know. How it is. It's like everyone's good at something, and following instructions or reading instructions isn't one for a lot of people. So it is what it is, and we have guys that have worked with us that they can't figure out how to plug in a microphone. They need to call a technician to come over to take it out of the call the guy to take it out of the it's like take it out of the box. We haven't had Steve Monahan on a show in a while, but how long did it take him, Chris, to open the box of the microphone? 4 days.
Well, didn't we set the over under a week and it was pushing it?
Yeah, it was like to open the box to the microphone. It wasn't even to plug it in or get it working.
Well, and I love Steve, but how many times did we get the "I've got a guy coming over today"?
Yep.
3 or 4 times.
At least.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to have new cappers. I'm excited to have new people on the show. I believe Ashley will start coming on the show, just like you have Gordon on Fridays. I think we'll have Ashley come on as well sometimes, and she's just cold blooded, with her soccer picks. So European football, however you want to say it. Joe Madden is expanding, doing more things. Not expanding like physically. Expanding, as far as her role on the site. I think she'll appreciate that I clarified that for everybody. She's right. She's definitely, the thing that we like about Joe, and she's like kind of the newest pick dog. She's not the newest person to join us, but she's kind of like, it's that we were nice to her for like the first day, and then we just started taking pot shots. Like every word she says, we just twist it, use it as material, and then we don't let it go. We just beat the same bit into the ground. It's like just like everyone else. So, but we're real happy to have her, and she's done, amazing things and has some great ideas. And she'll be running a lot of our on air. We're going to still do the same amount of videos. We're going to be doing even more videos, but we're going to be doing just a lot more live shows. Basically, not round the clock, but starting early, ending we'll be bookends. I'll be the early, and then the drive-through will be last.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
So,
very good.
But we'll have shows all the way through. Is the plan?
Nice. Filling up the airwaves there here on the YouTube and the Sports Chat.
Why
place.
not?
Yeah,
Well, look at the competitors. Their shows are so bad. They just stink. They stink. I don't know how people even watch that crap.
Yeah. I agree 100%. All right, Mitch, as always, great having your show. Have a great evening, and we'll talk again on the drive-thru. I'll talk with you Friday, and then, of course, we'll talk back on the drive-thru on Wednesday.
Absolutely. Everyone have a great day. And my last day on our current morning show is next Thursday, so winding it down.
Yeah, winding it down.
Have a great night. And then I'll have my new show probably starting either around Christmas or after the New Year. So I'll have a couple weeks off.
Well deserved.
15 years.
15 years.
I get a day off.
There you go. You got a lot of you saved up a lot of vacation time.
Yeah, I have PTO.
That's right.
I'll still be working.
I know you will be still working.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, Mitch. We'll see you soon. Mitch here on the drive. So let's continue on here with Chris. By the way, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. And we did hit our like goal. We got that one extra like, right, Chris?
Yeah, I think we got more than one. I think we got a couple extra. And we're sitting at 188 right now. How about this? Let's make a goal for the Pick Dogs crew. Let's try to get to 200 likes by the recap. Just for fun. See if we can get to 200 likes.
Let's get to 200 likes, guys. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. My turn here. We're going late night college hoops, 10 Eastern time. Washington State here hosting Weber State. The Cougars here laying 7.5. I'm saying the Cougars because Chris likes it when I say it. And the total sits here at 142.5. And I'm going to take Weber State. I like this Wildcat team returning 4 stars from last year. This is a team that finished 17-6 overall last year, 12-3 in the Big Sky. They're 8-0 this year. They won both of their true road games this year. They're efficient on both ends of the court. They're really good at their three-point line, inside shooting. They're hitting nearly 50% from the floor, holding teams at 39%, and they guard the perimeter. Now, Washington State, we know they dropped a pair of home games at 5-point loss to Eastern Washington of the Big Sky. They're only shooting 43% from the field. They failed to cover 3 of 4. Chris, I'm going to go ahead and take the points with Weber State.
So I'm going to give you my in-depth analysis here. I agree.
All right.
That's it. No, the reason I can't disagree with points because Weber State is one of my favorite sort of mid-major teams to watch. I have a list of maybe 10 of them that I kind of keep an eye on. Weber State being one of them. And Washington State, we talk about the fact that they stifled Arizona State a couple games ago to the tune of 29 points, but they still only scored 51 points in that game. So this leaves a lot to be desired for Washington State. I think Weber State's going to turn this game to a track meet, and a track meet that Washington State can't keep up with. I like Weber State in this one as well.
All right, going to hear Weber State plus 7.5 against Washington State, and this one will have a start time of 10 Eastern time over on Pac-12 Network. Guys, check out Pick Dogs Stream. I have a 3-pack going on right now. My best bets from college hoops, 2 of them, and of course my NBA best play of the day. My 3-pack over at Pick Dogs Stream. Get on board with that. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 cap promotions. You can match me up with another capper like Chris, with the Mitch, with Ron Sawacki, Big Al McMordie, Little Al, James Clark, Shane Mickle. The 2-for-1 cap promotion, your best value over there at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's continue on here on the coverage. Now it's time for our recap. Just Chris and I tonight. We started off with Al Ninos. Al says take Pacers -5 against the Knicks. James was on UConn money line plus 115 against West Virginia. We had Al McMordie, Big Al, Rio Grande Valley plus 2.5 against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. We had Sean with Utah Valley plus 7 against Southern Utah. Shane was on Michigan State, Minnesota under 135. Chris was on Eastern Washington, Colorado over 150.5. Mitch was on Thunder plus 7.5 against the Raptors. Yours truly, Weber State plus 7.5 against Washington State. All right, Chris, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, Tony, I see you saved the best for last. I'm going to go with Weber State plus the points here against Washington State. Like I said, I just think this is a spot where Weber State could potentially win this game outright.
All right, and I'm going to go here with Mitch and the Thunder plus 7.5 against the Raptors. All right, we got our like goal. Now it's time for Chris.
Yeah, not only that, we did reach that 200 like goal, so thank you guys so much for those likes. But we're going to take my two premiums for NBA tonight. One may be a bit of a square play. One I don't think so much. The first one, the square one, we're going to take the Golden State Warriors minus the 14 against the Portland Trailblazers. Portland was terrible against the number on the road to begin with. 1-10 straight up, 1-10 against the number, and that was when they were healthy. You look at this Portland team. No Damian Lillard for the foreseeable future. CJ McCollum out of nowhere with a collapsed lung. I mean, this is going to be a rough go at it for the Portland Trailblazers for the foreseeable future. And it starts tonight against a Golden State team that is one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they're playing at home. So, yeah, I see this one getting ugly. I'm not saying 70-point game ugly like we saw a couple weeks ago, but I look for the Warriors to win this one by hopefully at least 20 to 30 points. So this one's going to be a beatdown. Going to be the Warriors. And the other one, sorry, Al, but I'm going to take the Knicks plus the 5 against the Pacers. Yeah, I just think this is a spot where you see the Knicks. Yeah, they're on the back-to-back, but 9-2 against the number in their last 11 games on no rest. So this is a team that doesn't really get affected by that, and there's still quite a fair share of injuries for the Pacers. No T.J. McConnell, no Justin Holiday. These are role players that have a big part in that Indiana offense, and I just think that the Knicks, with their defense, could keep this one close, maybe make it a last shot wins type of game, if not win that game outright. So I'm going to take the Knicks in that one. So those are going to be your two plays for tonight. The Golden State Warriors minus the points and the New York Knicks plus the points.
All right, your NBA parlay here from Chris. Hey, let's look in the chat room. Thanks, guys, for all your contributions. Let's play Ask Chris for a Pick. First one in. Who can put a game in there? I'll ask Chris for a pick. We got a few extra minutes here as we wait to see. Why not? Let's see if we get anyone here on the board here. Ask Chris for a pick. Come on, guys, type one in right now. First one in, and we will announce it on the show here as we.
I mean, realistically, because Tony's already tossed a couple previews.
Here we go. We got it. Here we go. We got the first one in from Nick K. Says Dayton and SMU.
Oh man, this was a tough game because for me, you never really know what Dayton team that you're going to see. I mean, how we've seen the good and the bad from Dayton this year. Where didn't they lose 3 straight games as double-digit on favorites this season? They lost those games outright. But this is also a Dayton team that's beat Kansas. They picked up some nice wins. The thing is, I lean towards SMU at home here because this is Dayton's first true road game, and it's going to be interesting to see for me how we've seen SMU perform well at home. We're going to have to see if Dayton can carry that form onto the road. So I lean towards SMU laying the points in this one.
All right, let's ask Chris for a pick here. I'm going to add another one because we're getting a lot of people here coming in.
All right. I think we should ask Tony for one, too. We're
that's Bulls Cavs.
Oh, man. The Bulls, I think, have covered 9. Is it 9 straight the Bulls have covered against, a covered darling in the Cavs this year? Man, from a side perspective, I think it's too close to call. I lean towards the under in that one. What's the total at, Tony? Do you have it on hand by chance?
Let's look up the total here on this one with the Cav.
I think I got it. 212.5. It's gone up 4 points since the open, but I still like the under in this one. I could see it being kind of a 108, 104 kind of game where it just sneaks in under the number. But again, that's a lean. That's probably a game that's better watched rather than bet tonight, in my opinion. It's going to be a fantastic game, though.
Devils, I like Memphis. Dallas, I like Memphis here laying the points, and I like the Pelicans here at plus the points. This Denver team, what's wrong with this Denver team? It's not
I don't know. What are they? 2-8 against the number in their last 10, 2-10 straight up. And so I think you'll agree. This is a Pelicans team that, yes, a lot of us wrote off for much of the early part of the season. I was driving that Pelicans fade train, but now all of a sudden, 5-5 straight up their last 10, 5-5 against the number. This is a team that's starting to find themselves, and yes, I think part of that, and maybe you'll disagree with me on this, was the fact that they were kind of waiting for Zion to come back, but now they see that he's had a setback, and now they know that they're kind of going to have to do it themselves. They're going to have to kind of get there. He's not coming back anytime soon, so I think they're really starting to come into their own. And Denver, well, the defense can only do so much.
We got to ask Chris for a player prop. I didn't look at him tonight for a player prop. Chris, did you?
I can offer something here. Maybe this might be us to use the betting tools app or a betting tools page.
There you go.
Chat plays.
All right, he's going over. Chris will do that.
Let me see.
I did like the Pistons plus the 5.5. Someone asked about the Washington game, 5.5 against the unless that might have moved here. I think that line might have moved. Let me take a look here on that Piston game. No, it's 5. It's 5. Yeah, I like the Pistons here. What does see here on that Piston game? Oh, it's the defense. Defense has been really bad here for the Wizards here. I really look to take the points. All right, so Chris is looking here for a player prop for you guys, and we'll do the sign-off. Appreciate all your contributions in the chat room. Ask Chris for a pick. Ask Chris for a prop because we had a little extra time tonight. We got through the show fast.
Let's yeah, we did. This is the fastest that we've got, gone through a show in some time. Let's do Scotty Barnes. We talked about the Raptors. Scotty Barnes 2+ 3-pointers tonight at plus 240 on FanDuel. Or you can even go to 3+ 3-pointers at plus 850. And I think he's starting to become sort of the linchpin of this Raptors offense. And I think this is a spot where I think Scotty Barnes really shows up. They're going to need him too if they're going to want to try to really pull away from the Thunder tonight. So that'll be my my prop for tonight. Scotty Barnes 2+ 3-pointers. You can maybe push it to 3.
Very good. All right. We thanks everyone for your contributions here for Ask Chris for a Pick, Ask Chris for a Player Prop. Thanks for playing along on the chat room. All right. That'll do for this edition of the Drive Thru, guys. Be sure to tune tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll have 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the games in prime time. Of course, it all gets started with the morning show. Tomorrow it gets started at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch, Joe Madden, Rod Sawacki, Brian Bittler, and of course that YouTube members VIP. What a great value from the morning crew. Premium picks over YouTube from the crew in the morning. Follow the link below and get signed up. Let's bring in the crew tonight. We'll have a good night to everyone. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk again tomorrow live at